So this is our PAR sensor. It's going to measure the photosynthetically available radiation. And this is the sensor itself. It's hooked to this T-bar. It has a weight attached to it so that it will sink in the water column even if there is a current. And then we've got a cap on the sensor. And then the sensor has about 10 meters of cable that attaches to our hand meter. So while we lower it into the water, we can read how much light is getting down to each depth. And we're able to measure the depth based on these color-coded markings. So here we have the surface is marked, so I've measured so that it's just, the water level would be just above our sensor. And then we have in red half-meter markings, and in yellow is every quarter-meter markings. And so those continue throughout the whole cable. So we know the depth when we drop our sensor into the water column. So our sensor measures 2 PAR, so it's all the light that's coming through the water column and hitting our sensor. There are sensors that will measure 4 pi, and it's a bulb shape, so it'll measure the reflection off of the seawater off the substrate on the floor of the ocean. So we have 2 pi, so it's going to measure any light that's coming through the water column from the sun. So this is the sensor itself, so you can see how the light fluctuates when I put my hand over it, and then it goes back up. So that's measuring the amount of light coming off of the room's fluorescent lighting. So the cap protects it while we're en route. So PAR is going to measure any light in the visible spectrum that's coming through the water column. So that can be anything from red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet, if you know those wavelengths. So PAR is going to record any of that light coming down through the water column and hitting our sensor. It's not going to tell us what color that light is. It's just going to tell us the total amount of light that's available in the water column. So that one thing we want to make sure is when we deploy this sensor is that we don't deploy it in any shadows. So you want the sensor to be between you and the sun. So even if it's overhead, you want to make sure that you extend the sensor out enough that you're not casting a shadow over the sensor, because we want to not block the available sun. So you want to get any shadows away from the sensor. So make sure you keep that in mind when you deploy the sensor.